Hey friends, welcome back to the Broken to Beloved podcast. If you're looking for compassionate conversations and practical resources for recovery from and safeguarding against spiritual abuse, then this is the place for you. I'm your host, Brian Lee. I'm an ordained pastor and spiritual abuse survivor, and I know what it feels like navigating life after spiritual abuse. I also know what it's like to want to prevent anything from happening to the people you know and love, and it's why Broken to Beloved exists. Today, I just want to provide a short update on a couple of things for this fall. And the first one is somewhat difficult to share, but it is also necessary. And that is that after much consideration and discussion, we have made the decision to cancel the gathering for this year. It was not an easy choice to make, and I do apologize for any disappointment, confusion, or inconvenience this may have caused for you. While we certainly believe strongly in the work that we are doing and are grateful for the speakers who were scheduled to share with us, the reality is that we just didn't receive enough registrations this year to justify hosting an in-person event. There is so much that goes on behind the scenes to pull something like this off, and we could no longer justify trying to wait for tickets and registrations to come in. Historically, tickets tend to come in the last 2 weeks. And for us, it was just kind of too late and too much to wait that long to hope for that to happen. So we made the call earlier last week to just pull the plug on the event altogether and to better steward the resources that we have in front of us. So we're going to take the gathering back to planning, hope to bring it back to the future. And so for now, we're going to redirect our resources and energy toward the programs which are doing the most good and making the greatest impact, which is our upcoming Through cohort and our annual summit. If you've already registered for the gathering, you should have received an email over the weekend. If you haven't seen it, please check your spam or your junk folder because sometimes they land there with instructions on what you can do with your registration and how to ask for a refund. If you have not seen that email come in, please email us at info@brokentobeloved.org. The Through cohort is an 8-week program that we run in October and February, and it is, to me, the most impactful thing that we do. We have now run, I think, over 100 people through it over the last 2 or 3 years. We've run, I think, 18 different groups, and applications are open today. You can go to brokentobeloved.org/through, that's THROUGH, to apply today. The normal cost is $399 for the full 8 weeks, but we do have a lot of scholarships available. And since the beginning, we have given away over $16,000 in scholarships for applicants and for cohort members. So please don't let cost be an issue for you. You can apply for a scholarship in the application process. The best way I can describe it is that it is an 8-week process that helps us to move away from this identity of being broken towards recognizing and reclaiming our core identity as beloved. Recognizing that brokenness may be something that happened to me, but it is not who I am. And the way that we do that over the 8 weeks is to give you language to name the experience that you've been through, to give you a space to reclaim your story, because so often when it comes to abuse, that story is stolen from you. And so we want to give you that pencil back. We want to give you that pen back and say, would you tell us in your words what happened to you? And when we hear your story, to be able to say, I hear you, I believe you, I'm so sorry that happened and that was wrong. We're going to move into discussing liminal space and what it looks like to be in that weird in-between, when I'm no longer where I was, and I'm certainly not where I'm going, and I just really don't know what to think or feel where I am. And what is it that I can learn while I'm in this space? From there, we'll move into breath and mindfulness, learning what it means to be more in tune with my body, and how to have some really practical exercises to walk through when my body feels overwhelmed, when I'm being activated or triggered, when I recognize that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response, and learning to tune in that kind of a way so that I can signal to my body, I'm not back where my memory was. I'm right here, right now. And what do I need to do to feel safe again? From there, we'll talk all about our nervous systems. We get really nerdy, talking about your autonomic and sympathetic nervous systems, talking about polyvagal theory and the ways that our body tries to communicate with us. And then finally, we talk about what it means to be beloved. And again, how do I learn to recognize what that means and to reclaim that for myself. We do this in small groups. Usually 8 is the maximum for each cohort group. The way that it works is that you will get access to videos each weekend on Saturday for whatever that week's lessons are. And then you'll have the chance to watch them on your own time and at your own speed. And then we'll get together, the choice that works best for you on Thursday or Friday to meet with your group on Zoom. We'll discuss, we'll ask questions, we'll do some back and forth, we'll allow space for people to share their stories with us, and we'll do that together for 8 weeks. You also get access to a private online group chat so that we can keep up with each other throughout the week. And it's something that stays open and available to you for long after the cohort ends. If this sounds like something that might be helpful for you, I would love for you to apply today. Again, it's brokentobeloved.org/through, and we'll have the links in the show notes for you. The other thing that's coming up is to put our energy into planning our 2026 summit. It's our 4th summit coming up, and I'm really excited about the guests that we already have lined up for you and our speakers. I can tell you now that the dates for the summit are January 26th through 29th. So if you want to save the date now, feel free to go ahead. The summit is always free to sign up and register. And usually we'll open registration at the beginning of the year after New Year's. I'm considering doing it a little bit earlier this year just to give people more time and space to do that. But that's something, again, I will be sharing a lot more information about over the coming weeks. For now, I think the priority is the cohort. If that's something you've been interested in, I know that we have a long wait list. We've had several people signing up just even in the last couple of days. So they will be receiving an email very, very soon if you haven't received it already to go for those applications. Those 8 weeks together, the cost is $399, and we have a lot of scholarships available. So please don't let the cost be a barrier or an issue for you. I would love to see you. It's one of the favorite things that I do all year long. And I just look forward to spending time with those cohorts together so much. And finally, if you are able, we are also hoping to raise $5,000 in monthly donations before the end of the year. We are about 1/5 of the way there. So we need about $4,000 more in order to meet our total by the end of the year. What we're looking for is, if I break it down, we're looking about 5 people who'd be willing to donate $100 a month, 15 people to donate $50 a month, 50 people to donate just $25 a month, 80 people to donate $10 a month, or 95 people to donate just $5 a month. If you could be one of those 95 individuals who'd be willing to donate $5 a month to support our work, to help us to keep going in a sustainable way, it would be so appreciated. Many hands make light work, and this is certainly one of those instances. We would be grateful for your support. It would really help us to keep going, to plan well for future events, and to keep our programs running. Again, if you want to be one of those 95 people to donate $5 a month, or maybe one of the 80 people who can donate $10 a month, or if you can do more than that, we would certainly appreciate it. I'm so glad you come week after week to listen. I did not announce this yet on social media, but I will tell you, because you are the podcast audience, that we have officially passed 50,000 downloads, which is a major milestone. And so to everyone who is listening, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in week after week. I'm so grateful that you're here. We still have some more incredible guests coming up for you before the end of this season that wraps up at the end of the year. And I can't wait to share them with you. As always, if you would leave us a review or share with a friend, it really helps us to grow. And a special thank you to our listeners who already make the show possible through their financial support. And if you would consider becoming a monthly donor today at the link in the show notes, we would so appreciate it. Subscribe or follow the show to get new episodes automatically. And next week, we'll be back with a regular episode with Catherine Spearing as we talk about her brand new book, 1,000 Tiny Paper Cuts. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to listen. I hope it's been helpful. Here's to moving toward healing and wholeness together. I'll see you next time.